Hi YouTubers, this is Yara from the Spanish Classroom, and in today's video I am going to show you how I catalog my new stamps into my stamp catalog. And I do follow the 4-section system that Tiffany Spalding created, and she's the owner and designer of the Scrap Rack, and the scraprack.com is just amazing. I am not affiliated with them, but I do follow her process and it's awesome. Anyway, recently I have been shopping, and Simon & Stamps were on sale. I think it was on sale. This one's Pool Party, and this one is Circle Sayings, which I really like. Anyway, I figured I would take this chance to catalog my stamps and show you how I do the process. We're gonna need a couple of things. I use a red marker, a Sharpie, a turquoise, a pen, and other things that we'll figure out as we go along. I have chosen to show you this one. I'm just gonna put it right there. I'm gonna catalog this one first. The first thing I do, I have an ongoing list, very professional, but this is what I'm using. When I fill it up, I print it once in a while. But here I know exactly what is the next number of my catalog. In my catalog, what is the next number available? And the next number was 141, which is what I gave the pool play. So this stamp is going to be my stamp number S141. S stands for stamp, and 141 is the number in my list, the next one. Now this stamp comes with its frame, the framelets, sorry. So the name is not just going to be S141, but the framelets are also going to have a name. And I have another page for that. This one looks even better, but this is how I keep track of it. The next one was F33. So now here I have F33 S141 Pool Play, and it's a set of 9. So I have a list that has the number of the stamp, and a list that gives me the number of the die. So here, what I should have written was S141 F33, and that will stay together always. Both of them go together. So the first thing I do is I am currently using Avery L. baggies. Avery L stamp and die storage. I know I've had several different storage types, but this one is the one I'm using now, and I do like it. So I caught a piece of, that's the wrong number, isn't it? Yep. Right here. So now I have assigned a number to my stamp and a number to my die, and they will be always together. Okay, so now I write it. So my next, if I buy another one, or I shouldn't say if, when I buy another one, the next die set will have F for framelets and 34, and then whatever the stamp is. So those are my two lists, and then eventually I'll go to the computer and I'll type another one and print it. But that's the end of that. So now I know the number of this die. I have already stamped it, inked it up and stamped it, and I took this piece of paper to my copy machine. I bought actually 2 stamp sets, right? So I just put them next to each other in the copy machine, and I made about 7, 8 stamp copies. I don't know, it's just easier than stamping. But anyway, I took them to the copy machine, I made copies of it, and I'm going to cut it, and this is what I'm going to be putting into my stamp catalog, like this images. But let's start with this. So this is the name, not the name, but that is the number. I am just going to put a little bit of glue there, and the way I have them with the label on this right top corner. And I'm going to put this right there. And in the back of it, I do store my dies with my stamps together. This is a new metal. It's kind of like, it's a magnetic material. And I have never used it. I got it at Lowe's. And I'm just going to put it right there. And I don't think I'm going to have any issues with it. But let me show you what it is. What it looks like. They are vent covers. It is vent cover, magnetic vent cover. And I believe I paid $10 for 3 sheets. And the sheets are rather long. If I can tell you really quickly, they're 8 by 15 inches. So you to get a few lives out of one. I used to use the little strips that came, I found them at Walmart, and I do like them. But anyway, another tip that I'm going to give you is, I haven't cut my dies yet. I don't have a little clippers, so I'm going to buy them this weekend. But I didn't separate them. I haven't separated them. And I put them down on the magnetic vent cover, and I traced them. And I'm going to really try right there. Okay. You can see a little bit right there. I traced everything. And that is going to help me when I do cut them and I put it down. First of all, to place them. And second of all, to make sure that I haven't lost any. And this set has 9. So I wrote a number 9 right there. That's all I wanted to show you about that. That is really good to trace them. That way you know where they go. You know the space that it needs. And you can always find them. And now this I will place right here. And I don't need this anymore. This goes to my cabinet, my shelves where I have all my other stamps. And that's how I store that. So I'm going to put that away for now. And now the good thing comes. All right. So I have a gorgeous stamp catalog. This is my stamp catalog. And these are my stamp categories. Disney, camping, boy, border, music, tags, sympathy, swirls, calendar, fall, winter, spring, summer, all of those. And the way I catalog is I look at my stamp set, and I said, okay, what if I were to need this, what do I think of? And the first thing that comes to mind is going to be summer, boy, girl, I see little animals, aquatic. So those are the categories that where I'm going to stamp this. I took my categories out so you could see them. Everything static is awful. But anyway, this is my A, alphanumeric, journaling, phrases for neutral, A for animals and aquatic, B for baby, backgrounds, birthday, border, boy, camping for C, and this is how I have them. S means stamps, and then I have my calendar years, fall, winter, Christmas, love, spring, summer, and beach. So this is my list of themes, how I keep mine. And it hasn't been updated since 2014. That means it hasn't been printed since 2014, but it's been updated. Now I'm going to put that aside. So I am going to go to my summer session, and I noticed when I was looking through my calendar to add this to my sections that my summer paper was full. I'm going to remove this because it's huge. So I had to create another page for summer. So if you don't know how to prep a page, I do have a video how to prep a page to add to your calendar and into your stamp catalog. So here, I want to make sure that I have the whole stamp set right there. And I'm going to just put it right there. And that page is done. Other categories in which I would like to add this stamp include my aquatic category, because of those fishies, and the boy category, and then the girl category, because there's a girl and there's a boy. Let's see. So now I have this. Oh, I wanted to show you as well. I'm going to cut this in half because this is one stamp set. This is a different stamp set. I put a little bit of turquoise dot. I took a turquoise permanent Sharpie and I put a little dot on the items in the stamp set that have a die. And that's what the turquoise dot means, refers to. And then I always try to write the number in red. So now I am looking for my handy dandy cutter. And I am just going to separate them. I will keep this because I have to do the other one. I'm going to cut this right here. And I am going to cut it as small as possible. And now, since I cut that, I have to write it somewhere. And anywhere, which one am I doing? Am I doing aquatic? Let me think. Because I do not need everything everywhere. For this, yeah, I think I want the whole thing. Okay. I do want the whole thing, and I have room in the back. Perfect. So the number of this stamp is S141, F33. So I'm going to just add it right here. Now, usually I wouldn't add everything, but everything has to do with the water, like the little animals, you know, like the kids. I don't know. I just like it. So I am going to put it down. When I do the next page I'm going to do is the boy. I am just going to cut the boy out and add it to the boy page. And I'm going to do that as well in the girl page. So this one is done, and I will put it back in my catalog in just a second. But here it's very important that I do this because I don't want to forget which ones have dies and which ones do not have dye. So here I only need the boy in this page, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Let's see. Right there. Scissors would be fine too. I am also going to add this to my words of wisdom, or the section where I have all the sayings, and everything, every word in there, like happy summer, the definition of summer, lifeguard on guard, all of those phrases would be added to the sections where I have all my other phrases. So this is the boy, and the number of the stamp is 141.F33, and he has a turquoise dot, which means that he has a stamp die set. So let's see, where am I going to put him? And I'm just going to add him right over here. And these are just, you know, to each person, each category is going to be different. Of course, it has to do with whatever is going on in your life. And not everybody is going to agree with the way I catalog mine, but that's the way I see them. Anyway, the next step, so I have him in summer, in boy. I'm going to add one to the girl page, but I didn't take it out. Now it's time for me to put this back into the catalog and show you what it looks like. Let's see, I don't want to make it too long, but I'm afraid I haven't succeeded there. Let's see. So I'm going to start with the aquatic first. This is just going to come up. And animals right here. So I am going to put this right here. It's aquatic page 1A, but I added it to aquatic page 1B. I'm going to put it here. I am not going to put it inside of this because I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to upload it to OneNote. That way I have my catalog in my phone or my iPad. And that is the end of how I catalog my stamps. Again, this stamps is going to be added to the words of wisdom or my sentiments page, and is also going to be added, this picture is going to be added to the girly section. And that's it. That's all the sections that I am thinking of that I would like this stamp set to be in each theme. So that's the way I do it, and I hope that you found it interesting and useful. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Bye bye. Adiós.